Welcome all my dear students. Today I am going to present the 10th standard subject maths first chapter number 2 quadratic equations part 1 of the video. That myself is Kavita Kobane from HL High School. I am going to present the practice set number 2.1 of quadratic equation. Now we will start with the second chapter, that is the quadratic equation. Now first we will see what we are going to cover up in this chapter. Quadratic equations, introduction, nature of the roots of quadratic equations, method of solving the quadratic equation, relation between roots and coefficient, and the last one is application of quadratic equation. Now first we will understand the meaning of the quadratic equation. For that, the basic term, already you have learned the linear equation in first chapter, but we will just revise it for our convenience. Now the linear equation, that is also made up of the term. Now term is what? Term is equal to coefficient plus variable. Coefficient means a number and variable means any of the alphabet, small alphabet from A to Z that comes in variable. So together combined it makes a term. For example, we have taken the coefficient as a 4 and the variable as a x, and the term becomes 4x. So here it is only a one term. So it is a monomial. Now I have taken the two terms 4x plus 2y. They are the two different terms that together with some of the plus or the minus sign in between them, then it becomes a binomial. If we will take three terms, then it becomes a trinomial. Here 4x, 2y, 3z, this is one, this is second term, this is the third term. Three terms together it becomes a trinomial, or we call it as a binomial. If this binomial, trinomial, if it is equated with something on the right hand side, means this is your left hand side and it is equated with something, means equal sign, and on the left hand side you have some number, then this whole becomes a equation. If it is not compared with something, then it becomes only polynomial. Here it is, but if it is compared or equated with something, it becomes a equation. You have learned the linear equation in the first chapter. General form of equation, linear equation, we have learned in the first chapter is ax plus by plus c. In that, a and b should not be 0. Here the left hand side is compared with something that is 0, and then becomes, this is, if it is not compared, then it is only a polynomial, and if it is compared with something, then becomes a equation. And here it is a linear equation because in the variables they are having the maximum power as 1 only. X power is 1, y's power is 1. So it is a linear equation in two variables, and linear because 1 as a degree of this equation. Next one is the quadratic polynomial. We will see first. In the polynomial, if the degree of the variable is highest as a 2 only, so that it is called as a quadratic polynomial. Here take the example x square plus 3x minus 5. This is a quadratic polynomial. Here it is the highest degree of the variable is how much? 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial. It is not compared with anything. So that's why we can't say this is a quadratic equation. It is only a quadratic polynomial. When it is compared with something, then it becomes a quadratic equation. Here it is. Now x square plus 3x minus 5, it is compared with 0, and then it becomes a quadratic equation. Equation carries a left hand side term and the right hand side. That is called as a equation. Now through one example, we will see why the quadratic equation is important in our daily life, how it is correlated. Here the example is there, see. Sanket purchased a rectangular plot having an area of 200 square meter or meter square. Length of the plot was 10 meter more than its breadth. Find the length and the breadth of the plot. Means he has purchased a plot which is triangular in shape like this. Okay, and the area of this one is 200 meters square. Now they have given the length of the plot was 10 meter more than the breadth. The longest side is considered as a length and the smallest one is considered as a breadth. So we have to frame a equation. So here it is. Let the breadth of the plot be x meter. Here the breadth, that is x meter, and therefore the length is x plus 10. It is given 10 meter more. More means plus. So in plus, which in breadth it will be added. So breadth is x, x plus 10. So the length is x plus 10. Now the area of the plot. Formula is length multiplied by breadth. Now area is given 200 meters square. The length we have found it out, which is 10 meter more than breadth. Breadth was x, length is 10 meter more, that means x plus 10, and we have to do the multiplication. So here x plus 10 multiplied by x. Now here the equation becomes 200 is equal to this x multiplied by x, x square, x into 10, it becomes 10x. So that is x square plus 10x is equal to 200. We shifted this 200 on left hand side. So the equation becomes x square plus 10x minus 200 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Here the left hand side and here the right hand side. It is quadratic because its highest degree is 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial till here. But when it is compared with something, then it becomes quadratic equation. Now by finding the factors of this, you can find out the length and breadth of the rectangular plot. So this is how it is needed in our daily life. Now we will see the actual definition of the quadratic equation in mathematical language. The equation is the equation involving one variable, not two. Here one variable only. One variable and having 2 as a maximum index. Index means the power of that term of the variable is called the quadratic equation. Again, the equation involving one variable, that is important, and the degree is 2, means the power should be 2. Then that equation is called as a quadratic equation. So in general form we can write like this: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here in ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the condition is that a, b, c, they all are the real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. Why it should not be 0? Because if a becomes 0, then it becomes like this. It is ax square. If a is 0, it means 0 x square. The answer is 0. So the term which is giving the name to the equation is quadratic. Quadratic means the highest degree should be 0. But if 0 is here, the coefficient becomes 0, then this total term become a 0. So here only bx plus c will remaining, and bx is having only 1 degree. So this will no longer be a quadratic equation. It will convert into linear equation. So the condition is like this. So the general formula of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now on the basis of that we will just solve this table. Now here the quadratic equations are given. First one is x square minus 4 is equal to 0. Now first we will convert it into general form. General form is like this: ax square plus bx plus c. Here if b term is not given, then we will just write it there 0 x. Here ax square plus 0x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now what is a in that? A means the coefficient of the first term which is having the power, which is having the degree 2. So here x in before that no coefficient is written. No coefficient means it is not 0, it is 1. So here a is 1. Here the second term bx. Bx in that b is how much? 0. And here the last c. C is how much? Minus 4. Because according to the general formula it is plus c. So c here it is minus. So here the c's value is minus 4. Next quadratic equation is y square is equal to 2y minus 7. Like this also you can solve it, but it's better to convert into a proper form, general form it is. So y square, this 2y gets shifted to the left hand side, so it becomes minus 2y. This is minus 7, it gets shifted here and it becomes plus 7. And though it is a equation, so it should be compared with 0. So here it is equal to 0. Now according to this, what is a in that? Yes, before the y no number is there, it means the coefficient is 1. It is not necessary to write down 1 all the time, it is assumed. So here the coefficient is 1, so a is 1. Then the b term according to the general formula is plus bx. So here the b's value is minus 2 and the c is 7. Next one, x square plus 2x is equal to 0. If you will see here in this, the c term is missing. So in place of that c, we will write the 0. Like this, x square plus 2x plus 0 is equal to 0. So according to this quadratic equation, a is how much? Again 1. How much is b's value? That is 2. Without variable we have to take. And the c's value is 0. So like this we completed the table. Now we have understood that the quadratic equation's general formula, how to identify the quadratic equation, and how to just identify the a, b and c from that quadratic equation. Okay, now one thing in that is that for identifying the quadratic equation, the power should not be in a fraction. It should not be negative also. Then only that is a quadratic equation. Now, the next topic we have to study is the roots of a quadratic equation. Here, roots means the solution actually. Okay, so the solution of that quadratic equation we have to see. Before we start this, we should just remind the little bit of factor theorem and the remainder theorem of 9th standard. In that factor theorem and remainder theorem, you have learned that if a polynomial is given to you in x, if a polynomial is given to you and if the polynomial is solved, means we are putting the value of x something, and if the polynomial will give you the answer as a 0, then that value is called as a factor of that polynomial. Here it is. In the previous class, we have studied that if the value of the polynomial is 0, for x is equal to a, then x minus a is a factor of that polynomial. If px is a polynomial and p of a is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of px. It is somehow like this. Means here the polynomial of x, it is px, the polynomial is there, and the pa, that is p of a, it is 0. It means what? That if x minus a is a factor, if x minus a is dividing this polynomial, then answer if it is coming 0, then x minus a is called as a factor of this polynomial. Again, if polynomial is get divided by x minus a can divide this polynomial, and after dividing, if the answer gives it here as a 0, then this one is called as a factor of this polynomial. Okay, so when it is a factor of polynomial means this one, this minus a or the value of a is the solution of that quadratic equation. Now here we will just assume it. To find out the solution, there are some methods. But here we will just assume the value of a something here and we will try to solve it. Here the polynomial is there. In that x value, we will put it as a minus 6. So polynomial is x square plus 5x minus 6. In that we have to put this x as a minus 6. So here it is. X square, we will put it here as minus 6 square. 5x, 5 multiplied by minus 6 and minus 6. 6 square is 36. So minus into minus it is become plus. So its answer is minus plus 36. Sorry. 5 into 6 is 30. Here the plus sign, here the minus. Opposite signs. So the answer is minus. So 5 into 6 is minus 30, and here minus 6. So here this is 36, minus and minus this become minus 36. So 36 minus 36, the answer is 0. It means we have to assume x value as minus 6, and when you put it this in the quadratic equation, the quadratic equation becomes 0. So we can say x is equal to minus 6 is the solution of the equation, or else we can say it is one of the root of the equation of this quadratic one. In place of that, suppose we will assume some other value. Okay, x value we have taken as a 2. The same quadratic equation, quadratic polynomial x square plus 5x minus 6. In place of x, we will put it here 2 square plus 5 into 2 minus 6. 2 square is 4, 5 2s are 10, and here minus 6. 4 plus 10. According to the board mass, we have to do the addition first. Whatever comes first. Here no bracket is there, so addition we will do it first. So 4 plus 10 is 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. It is not equal to 0. It means this polynomial's solution is not 2. So x is not the solution of this equation, this quadratic polynomial here. So 2 is not the root of this quadratic polynomial. So in short, what we have learned now? First, the quadratic equation. Its general formula is ax square plus bx plus c. Same variable, okay, and the highest degree is 2. It is the general form of the equation where a, b, c are the real numbers and a is a non-zero. I explained that if a it is become 0, this term will become 0. So the highest degree will become 1. So it will get converted into linear equation. So here the criteria is there. A should not be 0. B can be 0. The second thing we have learned, the values of the variable which satisfies the equation or the value for which both the sides of the equations are equal are called the solutions or the roots of the equation. Now we will start with the practice set 2.1. First two questions we can solve it here directly. First one is write any two quadratic equation. General form of the equation, you know that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So of your choices you can take the numbers, any numbers is a and b and c, and write down the equation. That you can do. The second one is decide which of the following are quadratic equations. Now first one, x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. Yes, according to general form it is suitable in that. It is perfectly suiting in that, and the degree is 2. So it is a quadratic equation. Second one is y square is equal to 5y minus 10. If you shift it properly, then you can see the quadratic equation. See, y square, 5y gets shifted to left hand side, it becomes minus 5y, minus 10 shifted and becomes plus 10 is equal to 0. It is perfectly a quadratic equation. Its highest degree is, highest power is 2. So this is also a quadratic equation. Here the equation is y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. Here we have to remove that y from the denominator. So whole will be multiplied by y. So multiplying by the y, you will get here y square plus y is equal to this 2y. So equation will y cube actually. Y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. So here in the equation you will find out that the highest degree will be 3. So it will not be a quadratic equation. The next is x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2. Here to remove the denominator here, we have to multiply this equation by x. So it becomes x square plus 1x plus 1 is equal to minus 2x. Rearrange it properly. X square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is totally suitable in the quadratic equations general format. So this one is a quadratic equation. Now the next one is m plus 2 m minus 5. Here we have just kept one bracket constant, that is m minus 5, and the other one we have opened it. The second one, m minus 5, is multiplied by m first and then by plus 2. So here by m first means m into m minus 5 plus 2, m minus 5 is equal to 0. So when you multiplied m into m square, here 5m, and this 2 into m, 2m minus 10. By solving this, you are getting the m square minus 3m minus 10, which is exactly fitting in the general form of the quadratic equation. So here this is also a quadratic equation. Now the next question number 3 is, you have to write down the given equations in the general form of quadratic equation, and you have to find out A, B, C. You can see in your textbook. Here the solution is. Now the quadratic equations given to us is 2y minus is equal to 10 minus y square. If you rearrange it in the form, then you will get it y square minus plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. Now in this, A is 1. Here the ax square, here a, here nothing is given, it means the coefficient is 1, b is 2, and the c is minus 10. Next equation is given to you is x minus 1 bracket square is equal to 2x plus 3. First of all, we will open the bracket first. Here a minus b bracket square, that identity you have to expand it. According to that, it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So according to that, we have opened it. This is x square minus 2x plus 1. Here the remaining one is 2x and plus 3 that we have shifted. So it becomes minus 2x and minus 3 is equal to 0. By solving, we get this general equation. That is x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. So a is how much? 1. B is how much here? Minus 4. And c is how much? Minus 2. According to the general equation, general form, here the plus should be there. So if you will put plus here, this minus will go in the bracket. So the b's value will become how much? Minus b, minus 4, sorry. And the c's value also, plus c it is. So plus if you will put it, then this will go in bracket, it becomes minus 2. So c's value is minus 2. The next one is x square plus 5x is equal to minus in bracket 3 minus x. So solve it. X square plus 5x, we kept it, we open the bracket. So it becomes minus 3 and this x will become plus x. So by solving this, you get the equation x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. So according to the quadratic equation formula form, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 3. Like this, the remaining questions you have to solve it. Now the question number 4 is, we have to determine whether the values given in front of the quadratic equation is the root of the equation or not. So the quadratic equation given to us is x square plus 4x minus 5, and the values is given here x and minus 1. So one by one we will check it. First of all, we will substitute the x is equal to 1. The quadratic equation is x square plus 4x minus 5. So we will substitute it, it becomes x square means 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5, and then after the solving you will get 1 square is 1, 4 into 1 is 4 minus 5, and the answer is here 0. So here this is the left hand side, it will become 0 equal to right hand side. So we can say that x is equal to 1 is the root. Next one is x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1, again the equation is x square minus 4x minus 5. So x square means 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5. Solve it. 1 square minus 1 square is 1. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4, and here minus 5. So solve it. Minus minus, this becomes minus 9. 1 minus 9 is minus 8, and it is not equal to RHS, means it is not equal to 0. Left hand side is 8 minus 8 and the right hand side is 0. So they both are not equal. So that's why we can say that x is equal to minus 1 is not the root or the solution of the quadratic equation. Like this, you have to solve the next one. Now in this video, that is of quadratic equation, we have learned the general form of the quadratic equation and the roots of the quadratic equation. Hope you have understood it. In the next video, we are going to solve the next exercise. Till then, stay safe, stay home.